Hi, my name is Kevin Thomas, W1DED, and this is Q5 Ham Radio. When I first committed to covering the CQ World Wide CW Showdown later this fall, I didn't realize how deeply the phone contest would be tied into the story. Braco E77DX is not only preparing EF8R on Gran Canary for his own phone effort, but also laying the groundwork for Dan N6MJ to follow in the CW contest. At the same time, Dan and Chris, KL9A, will both be on nearby Canary Island for single sideband, gaining their own valuable experience with propagation from that part of the world just weeks before their CW record attempts. It's a reminder to me of how interconnected ham radio really is, one contest feeding directly into another, and this great example of international cooperation. Q5 is proudly supported by Icom, building radios that inspire operators to push the boundaries of what's possible, and by DX Engineering, trusted by contesters, DXers, and portable operators worldwide. Braco, thank you for joining me.
Nice to be again here, Kevin.
Well, I'm really curious to see what the update is. You probably saw my update with Dan N6MJ the other day. I know you're doing a lot of heavy lifting there to get the station ready. Where are you?
Well, I'm in Vienna, and everything goes according to plan, let's say like that. So I'm, let's say, daily in some chats with Dan. We did fixed, not in all details, but basically setup we're gonna use, switching and how it's gonna work. So my plan is like to leave the station as much I can do ready for Dan. So after SSB, everything should be in the place, let's say like that, and he will only need to upgrade that to his cert radio he wants to use. Otherwise, let's say some updates from E8RM. We were speaking about some other things which are must be done, like generator, and this is in the work. So we are expecting that some company will come up the hill and service the generator. I have my team ready. We will be 4 people, maybe 5. Still not sure about the last guy who will join us probably in the front of the contest if something goes wrong, but we will see if this works out or not. But basically we are 4 people. We are leaving from Munich, Germany on 17th of October. So with plenty of bags and plenty of equipment. So we have a possibility to take over, I think, close to 250 kilos of equipment. So that's gonna include some tools, spare parts, some switching items. I will take my 2 radios as well. So I decided to take my radios to EF8R. And yeah, I don't know what else. So still doing some boxes here, preparing the switching. I want to thank as well the guys helping out with some other stuffs and the replacement part, including some case from some guys from Spain. Also want to thank the Momo Beam supporting us with the dry bender we need, and yeah, everything goes according to plan. So I'm very excited. A little bit lack of the sleep, let's say like that. My head is working during the night. Sorry.
Braco, you went through a long list when I talked to you last when you were there on Gran Canary of antenna issues that need to be fixed. Were there any surprises that came up after that conversation?
Surprises, not really. So I know what needs to be done. There were some conversation about what we're gonna do and how we're gonna do. I'm decided to go, let's say, more on the safe side, and we are just bringing more stuffs to be sure that everything goes well. I was also not sure, there are some work, of course, but I was not sure, we have let's say one working weekend in front of us on that's 18, 19, where I can expect that Juan and maybe some other guy is going to be there. and I want to do as much as possible this weekend, and to leave the fine tuning and some small things after that. So that's why I decided to go with let's say more people than I was planned to do it before. And if something goes wrong, then we can still fix it. Let's say in the days, and of course everything is last minute, unfortunately. But I hope to get some rest. Let's say I just hope that everything gonna be perfect by Wednesday, and I can take let's say at least a day of rest, and doing some testing what it can be done. So the basic idea is to have a general setup ready on let's say Monday to the testing, and Wednesday everything is finished, tested, and like do some QSOs for SSB, and just hoping that nothing's gonna break and everything is gonna work according to plan, and we hope for the conditions. And I don't know. I was going through the logs. I was going to everything. So there is a lots of work in the front, and we will see what's gonna happen. So I'm not pretty sure if those. Let me say that in the numbers. Yeah. It's a crazy number, like 11,500 QSO, which needs to be done to bring that record to the history. Can be possible, but we will see how it's going to work. There are some leads. The EF8R team, multi-single team, they did 11,800 with not really good 10 meters. So there is a hope, let's say like that.
Right, so I know that Dan's going to be bringing a couple Icom 7610s. What do you intend to use?
I will be bringing my Jesus 101 MPs. So I will take two radios. There is a one spare radio there. It's FTDX 5000, and there are as well radios from Huan, and which I could use. There are 590s K3s as well on the station. There's actually lots of equipment, but on the end I decided to bring my radio somehow, to test some things here, make some setups, just not to lose time with playing, setting the audios. It's a small things, but this can be sometimes very time consuming. So no surprise, let's say like that.
And I presume the amps are there?
There are a couple amps there, some OM powers, there are some expert amplifiers. I hope everything is working. I couldn't check it last time, so we just hope that everything will be okay. But there are more than 2 amps, so I will bring, of course, some spare parts. I'm very familiar with those amps. I have my let's say repair kits, let's say in the car or here, so I will put it together in the case that something needs to be repaired, and eventually maybe spare tubes, or we will see. But there are more amps than needed, so we can jump in and if something goes wrong, we'll probably repair or even have spares.
And is anybody going to be with you in case something does go wrong, that they can jump outside and help do some repairs for you?
I don't know about E8RM and OHRY. They are there on the island, so they will be probably visiting during the contest. The part of my crew is leaving on Wednesday, so it's set up like that. And the one guy is going to stay with me till end. The main request was like helping me to bring all that radios and equipment and the gears what we have back. Otherwise, we're going to leave, of course, part of equipment there, what we are bringing, but I will not be able to bring radios and tools and all that stuff back alone. So the one guy will remain, and he will be like support for food and what else is needed, or I really hope that there will be no issues with anything. And basically there are a couple antennas. If everything gonna be repaired, there will be some spare antennas as well. So it's I hope there will be no surprise, but you never know.
So speaking of working overtime, I see that Valerie and the CQ9A team are working, it seems like around the clock right now, getting ready for a single sideband.
Yeah, I'm what I'm doing now. It's like preparing everything for SSB. There are a parallel conversation about CW. It's I think it's a time. It's not a secret. So most of the guys know that I will be going to Colombia. At least it's a plan, and now we start to review the antenna situation there, equipment situation, and there are some issues with the licensing. We are trying to slow this, and it would be very uncomfortable if I need to use some call signs like /HK1, which is gonna be ouch for BICQ, but yes, I need to say that my head is working during the night. I'm frequently awake during the night. Then I leave here. My apartment is just above me. This is a workshop. So I leave frequently very early in the morning or during the night here to make some notes or to do something when something comes into my head, and very excited, a little bit nervous, but very positive, let's say like that.
Well, you've got a lot going on, and I appreciate that it's now official, at least that the word is out that you're going to Colombia, hopefully. And you can't use the call sign HK1T?
This is a personal call sign and cannot be used like that. So we are checking now the possibilities, and it's a little bit, let's say, too late to get the call sign, and I think the whole half of Colombia working for me, so I'm very pleased about those people helping out. And there is a one, I would not say stupid, but there is a one issues with the licensing, because all my call sign licensings are unlimited, so there is no expiration date. And this is actually issue with the Colombian, let's say, authorities. They don't accept that. So I do have American call sign and license, but FCC is down, so I cannot download my license. So it's like everything goes in the wrong direction according to that. But it's I don't know. I still didn't book the flights to Colombia because we are still checking out with Salim what's there, and let's say he finally, I would not say finally agreed, he was okay with it, but we start, let's say, talking about the setup of antennas, what needs to be done. I still don't know how are cables running out in the shack to antennas and so on. So there is a lot of things to do, and working parallel with, let's say, two separate preparation. It's to be honest, sometimes I'm doing some stuff on PCs, making note, and I have lots of paperwork because I'm like old style guy. First I do everything with the papers, and then I trying to find out where is which paper before I make some list on the computer and some drawing of the computer to get everything ready. Yeah, so it's we have an Easter contest conference next week, so I need to go to E7DX to pick up some stuff. So it's just, and I'm also trying to get all my workload before CQ World Wide SSB off. So I was working today till a couple hours ago as well. So getting just the project and stuff I promised to people I'm gonna finish this year. I want to have everything before SSB contest. So it's a tough time, let's say like that.
Well, as came up in the conversation with Dan the other night, It's amazing to me how much goes on behind the scenes for people like yourself. I mean, it's enough with K3LR. There's an interview with him that I'm going to be publishing next week, and he's talking about getting his multi station ready for the big CQ contests. But at least he has a station down in his basement that he can go to, and he's around it all the time. For you guys that are traveling, the amount of preparation and work and planning is just insane.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I asking myself very frequently why I'm doing this, and it's a simple answer actually. To be honest, you need to want to do it. This is the first. And I was seeking for possibilities to operate from such a places like a single op for a very long time. That includes as well D4. And there were some possibilities open, and simply what I already say many times, you cannot say no. It's this is like having EF8R to operate. It's not happened like every year. It's happened, because all that stuff what happened in the past. We have a pandemic. We have, let's say, there are some war in Ukraine. There is owner of the station is not alive anymore. So there are many reasons and many things what happened. The one have some family life now, so a young boy and. How he said E8QRM. So it's just a matter of luck, and that this happened, and that me and Dan or Dan and me get opportunity to use that station. So who knows what's going to happen next year, and 2 years later 10 going to be dead. So or there will be not conditions to go for at least to try to go for the record, let's say like that. And what's going to happen for the next cycle, nobody knows. So it's I'm not a young guy. Okay, good in shape, everything, and so on. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna push so hard with 61. So.
Well, Braco, I really appreciate you joining me today. You need to get some rest, and apparently you got some more work to do. So thanks for taking time here on Saturday to join me.
Thank you very much for nice conversation, and keep you updated, and see you soon. Have a nice day.
My name is Kevin Thomas, W1DED. This has been Q5 Ham Radio, checking in with Braco E77DX about the upcoming CQ World Wides, both CW and single sideband 73.